I was in a lose-lose situation. Now, what came out still on top.
With Floyd? You said, what was the lose-lose situation? What you mean?
Just it was a situation that he put me in to, make me lose.
Talking about what Floyd trying to do. Gervonta Davis talking about Floyd trying to make him leave his old trainer.
Chaos erupted at an airport when Gervonta Davis unexpectedly confronted Floyd Mayweather, who was surrounded by his wife and bodyguards. Mayweather appeared visibly stunned by the sudden encounter. Tension quickly escalated as both parties held their ground, attracting the attention of nearby travelers who watched the dramatic scene unfold without warning.
I know. All that bullshit.
Yeah.
Rumors that Floyd Mayweather is training Lamont Roach, Gervonta Davis's upcoming opponent, have sent shockwaves through the boxing world. For Davis, this fight is no longer just business. It's become personal. The possibility that his former mentor could now be in his rival's corner feels like a betrayal, intensifying emotions ahead of an already high-stakes bout. Even without confirmation, the speculation alone has cast a shadow over the matchup, with Davis not only preparing to face Roach, but also the lingering presence of Mayweather in the opposite corner.
No. He almost hit you. Get back. Hold him. I know what y'all think I'm gonna go. I go that way for a reason. I wish you could record. I wish you could record.
Floyd Mayweather's actions over the years have cast doubt on his true intentions when it comes to Gervonta Davis's career. While he's publicly offered praise and well wishes, his behavior has often suggested otherwise. One of the most controversial moments came when Mayweather allegedly shared detailed insights into Davis's fighting style with Frank Martin, a known rival, given Mayweather's intimate knowledge of Davis's strengths and tendencies. Passing that information to an opponent feels like a clear betrayal. It's led many to question whether Floyd's mentorship was ever truly in Davis's corner, or if it always came with hidden agendas.
Young fighters, he loves to embrace guys, so what was being around talking to Floyd? Like, what has Floyd taught you about fighting? And has it made you a better fighter? Because he could tell me all day to do that shit he does. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what does being around a guy like Floyd do for you?
He could tell you, go run at 2 in the morning. You know, go do it when, because 9 times out of 10, we know your opponent's sleep at that time. So go run at 2 in the morning and go give yourself a mental edge, you know, like, because you know you out there working every night at 2 in the morning running. That's a lot of the times your opponent sleep. You know, it could be little things that'll take you to the next level. You know, that Floyd, a person like Floyd, like if he tell you that, you gonna take a lot of heave to it and it's gonna give you a different type of motivation when you doing it. He could show you something, you know, and it could be the same thing. You know, you might not be able to do it like him, but just it coming from him, it'll give you like a different type of like feel about yourself.
Hold up, limitless, niggas to me cap pinning it.
The emotional toll on Gervonta Davis during that period was unmistakable. For years, he had trusted Floyd Mayweather not just as a promoter, but as a mentor and guiding figure in his career. The possibility that Mayweather was now working against him left Davis feeling profoundly isolated. This wasn't just a professional setback, it was a personal blow. The betrayal cut deeper, coming from someone who played such a pivotal role in shaping his journey. Davis was left to grapple with the painful realization that the man who once helped lift him up might now be trying to tear him down.
You know, he the one told Frank that I was running at 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. But I knew for sure that wasn't going to be enough to beat me. It's cool. It's all right. I don't really think too much of it. he's not gonna hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's good to be with him than be cool with him because he can do some crazy stuff. He'll put you in bad situations.
Floyd Mayweather recently stirred controversy by teasing a new documentary project, claiming it will reveal explosive behind-the-scenes details, including moments involving Gervonta Davis. He suggested the footage would expose long-hidden truths, secrets never before made public. For many, this move signals the final rupture in their fractured relationship, a public airing of grievances, rather than a private reconciliation. Mayweather seems intent on taking their feud to the spotlight. For Davis, the message is unmistakable. Whatever bond they once shared is not just damaged, it's finished.
My documentary that's coming out, you guys gonna see 26 years of behind-the-scenes footage that you guys have never seen.
In my upcoming documentary, you'll see 26 years of never-before-seen behind-the-scenes footage. One powerful moment comes from Calvin Ford, who has been with Gervonta Davis since day one. When asked about Floyd Mayweather's decision to assist Frank Martin, Ford didn't hold back. He voiced his frustration and disappointment, saying actions like that reveal a person's true character. Coming from someone who's witnessed Davis's rise from the ground up, Ford's reaction highlights just how deeply the situation with Mayweather has shaken the entire team. The sense of betrayal wasn't Davis's alone, it reverberated throughout his entire camp.
Another thing I want to touch on is the Floyd situation. You know, Floyd is Floyd. That's like I say, Tank is Tank, man. But at the end of the day, you know, the man is chasing greatness. And you should be supporting that. I always tell you that. You should be supporting that, you know. It's a rocky road that we're seeing what's going on. Just pay attention, man. The story is going to reveal itself, you know. But again, that's how you burn bridges. Somebody said this is the true colors of a person that's coming out, man. 'Cause they can't stand it, you know. Calm is I don't like using that word calm, you know, but our Lord knows. He knows. He knows. He knows.
In a move that stunned the boxing world, Gervonta Davis broke his silence about his fight earnings, long a tightly guarded topic under Mayweather Promotions, by shedding light on the financial reality he faced during that period. Davis made it clear he's done staying quiet. He revealed that he had been placed in an unfair financial position while under Mayweather's management, a revelation that struck a chord with many. This bold disclosure signaled a major turning point in his path toward full independence and control over his own career.
I was in a lose-lose situation. Now, what came out still on top.
With Floyd? You said, what was the lose-lose situation? What you mean?
Just a little situation that he put me in to, you know, make me lose. But he thought I was going to lose.
You talking about like a boxing match or?
Yeah, boxing match.
Who, if you don't mind? If you don't want to, it's fine.
Who? Joseph Pedraza, my first world title. I was 16-0. I was 21 at the time, and I haven't fought in like 7 or 8 months. And around that time, I wasn't making that much money. I probably was making like $10,000 a fight. So 6 months is crazy to not fight, you know. So when they came back and it was like, all right, you gotta fight. He was like, you gotta fight this fighter, which is Joseph Pedraza. If you don't fight him, you're not fighting. You sitting on the shelf. So I had to fight him. In the midst of all that happened, I got evicted. I had to sell my jewelry. So now, and remind you, I mean, I'm letting them boxers that you talking about, I'm putting them on game, letting them know what's going on. Like, see, this was happening. Like, you feel me? I'm letting these guys know. So when it be like people saying they want to fight me, it's
like, how could you, nigga? I was the one that was giving you game when I was going through it.
Yeah.
When I was at the lowest part of my career, I was telling y'all niggas how so you wouldn't have to get here. And now it's like betrayal almost.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think Floyd did that intentionally?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Why? After so much time? After like, I guess, again, after what we think he helped you come into the game, he gave you the spotlight. Like, why would he try to diminish your career?
Because at that time, I don't want to go too deep into it because I don't want to bring up but it was somehow that they were saying that I was messing with his daughter off of the fact that she kept Snapchatting me.
Okay.
She kept hitting me on the Snapchat. So they sent it to
Gervonta Davis hasn't stayed quiet about the changing dynamics between him and Floyd Mayweather. He's been candid in saying that behind the scenes, Mayweather's actions have often contradicted his public persona. Davis suspects that his ambition to exceed Floyd's legacy may have sparked a quiet resentment. The thought that his former mentor might feel threatened by his rise is difficult to accept. But Davis now believes that jealousy could be a key factor behind Mayweather's decision to back his opponents.
People don't know that what Floyd do. A lot of people don't know what Floyd. Everything that Floyd said right there, the chrome hardband, the Maybach, the Lloyd shit, that was all in my post.
That was you posted that. You posted that. Oh wow.
Chrome bag.
Right.
Lloyd shit. Maybach.
Oh.
He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd. Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him, and I'm doing it at a young age. Like when Floyd was 29. You'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of the
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn.
Critics have long argued that Gervonta Davis's opponents were carefully chosen, possibly protecting him from the toughest challenges. Many believe Floyd Mayweather played a key role in crafting this narrative, using strategic matchmaking to preserve Davis's undefeated record. While Davis's talent is unquestionable, his legacy will ultimately be defined by how he fares against elite-level competition. The lingering concern is that his true potential may have been held back by calculated decisions designed more to protect than to prove.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis is one of the most overrated fighters in the sport of boxing right now, and not because of his skills, but because of his resume, and resume does matter. In my opinion, he's a victim of what I call Terrence Crawford syndrome, where you have a really bad promoter who only wants you to fight in promotion fighters who you know that they can 100% beat. If Tank Davis wants to be great, he's going to have to fight one of the other champions in the two divisions that he fights in, 135 pounds and 140 pounds. I'm going to list off all the champions in those divisions and tell you if I think he can beat them or not. So first we got the only other full champion in 135 pounds, Shakur Stevenson. If they fought, I think Tank has a good chance of maybe knocking him out in the later rounds. But if I had to bet my house on it, I would say Shakur Stevenson would beat him in a close decision, and it would end up probably being a boring fight. But I think Shakur has the skills to beat Tank Davis over a long 12-round fight. Now we have Subriel Matias, who's a scary Terminator-like fighter who gives up the early rounds to come on later and drown you in those later rounds. But he's very stiff, and he doesn't have very good footwork at all. I think Tank Davis will probably, box his face off for most of the 12 rounds. There might be some trouble in the late rounds. But if Tank can stay out of trouble, I think this is one of the few champions that he would beat, but I don't think he would fight him. Now we have Pitbull Cruz, who Tank already beat by a close decision, and Tank beat him with a broken hand.
Mayweather has long positioned himself as a mentor to rising fighters, and his early involvement in Davis's career reflected that he offered not only guidance, but also visibility and promotional power. His experience in the ring helped elevate Davis's image quickly. For years, their bond seemed unbreakable, with Floyd proudly taking credit for Davis's success. That dynamic, however, has shifted as Davis has sought to define himself on his own terms.
Do you will come back to boxing?
Oh no. I'm not coming back to the sport of boxing. The sport of boxing was good to me. I was able to make a lot of smart investments on the outside, and I just want to help. Like I said, the fighters that's up and coming. Like I was talking about, like Gervonta "Tank" Davis. I don't understand why he's not in the top 10 pound for pound. Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, Benavidez. The list goes on. There's so many tough tough fighters out there, so many great young champions out there that I'm proud of.
In recent months, the tension between Gervonta Davis and Floyd Mayweather has become increasingly apparent. While Davis stops short of direct criticism, his tone and choice of words reveal a clear shift. He no longer sees Mayweather in the same light. Their once close relationship has unraveled, now marked by mistrust, quiet jabs, and emotional distance. What started as subtle separation has evolved into an undeniable rift, as both men move forward on separate paths without the bond that once united them.
Like some confusion, is Tank a Mayweather Promotions fighter still? Is he not? What is his his involvement with Mayweather Promotions, or is it just all still PBC, Al Heyman?
Yeah, Tank is not signed to Mayweather Promotions.
Okay. Gotcha.
He's not signed to Mayweather Promotions. His contract ran out.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Still
But as I always say, contracts don't define relationships.
Yeah.
Despite the ongoing conflict, Gervonta Davis still shows respect for Floyd Mayweather's legacy. He's never denied Mayweather's greatness and has repeatedly stated he has no interest in challenging him in the ring. That humility reflects the roots of their relationship, a foundation built on admiration. Even now, Davis acknowledges Floyd's impact on the sport and on his own career. But while the respect remains, so does his desire to step out of Mayweather's shadow. Their history is complex, marked by tension, but not without genuine appreciation.
He didn't know how good I was and how I would have handled the situation, so he just threw me out there.
Why do you think
he was hurt? He was hurt. I mean, not even hurt. He was just bad. First of all, Floyd don't never want to see no one like a fighter do better than them. How the fuck would you say Terrence Crawford should fight Benavidez? That don't make no fucking sense. He don't never want to see nobody be better than him. I'm telling you.
Who's next in line? Just so you're next in line.
Is there like a
last question, guys? Is there
like a love-hate for Floyd? Like,
yeah,
love the fighter?
Yeah, I love the fighter. Like, I ain't gonna lie, if he was like chill, like he'll be the smoothest. But he's not. You know what I mean? He's a great fighter. And my bad. And
you're good, man.
And he cause I don't want to say like he's just a scumbag, but it's like he's a great fighter, and sometimes he can be good, but it's like it's always I'm this.
Davis has started opening up about the way things were handled behind the scenes, revealing that some decisions felt staged and that he at times felt like a tool for promotion. While he gives Mayweather credit for the opportunities he received, Davis is now focused on forging his own path. He respects Floyd's legacy, but he's made it clear it's time to step out of that shadow and build his own.
How would you fight Floyd in his prime? Like if you were to fight Floyd, like in
Don't
his prime,
fight him.
if you guys were both in the, yeah.
Don't fight him. I wouldn't fight him. I mean, Floyd was good. He was top tier. I mean, me, I feel as though I could compete with any top fighter. I'm not saying me going at Floyd, but I'm saying like I feel as though my skills, and not to take nothing from Floyd, but I feel like my skills can compete with anybody that ever laced up a boxing glove.
You're crazy to watch.
Mayweather often highlights the role he played in shaping Davis's career, and while there's truth to those claims, they've also sparked friction. Davis is seeking acknowledgement not just as someone molded by Floyd's guidance, but as a fighter who earned his success through grit and skill. At times, Floyd's public narrative has left Davis feeling like a supporting character in his own journey.
Floyd outdoing him. He always been like that. You know what I mean? So I gotta focus on what I'm focused on. He already did what he had to do, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Me, if I did what I like what he did in the sport, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be the same way. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I don't follow him for like stand to himself and things like that. You know what I mean? But it's also a part of me type thing, like come back and help too. You know what I mean? So it's much love to the whole Mayweather promotion. You know what I mean? Ain't no bad blood type of shit. And a lot of people think like when I be tweeting on Instagram, I be mad. I just be talking.
With the drama in the rear view, Davis now turns his full attention to the biggest fight of his career. The upcoming showdown at Barclays Center against Lamont Roach is more than a battle for belts. It's a fight for pride, legacy, and the chance to prove he can stand on his own. Doubters remain, just as they once questioned the legends before him. But Davis isn't interested in talk. He plans to answer with power, precision, and a statement-making win in the ring.
Tank Davis, he was a young kid, came up to me when he was a kid, wanted an autograph. I signed his phone for him and told him, "You'll be world champion someday, and I'll be your promoter." Years later, he was working with some people from our team because our team is huge. We got guys in DC, Baltimore, Philly, New York, all around. He won a few fights. I think he was like 8 or 9-0. I told him, in under 24 months, you'll be world champion. Made the right moves, put him in the right position. He's a multi-millionaire now.
Absolutely.
He was a kid that couldn't even buy a bus ticket. Now he's a multi-millionaire.